Okay, and hello there. I'm Ryan, and this is the second installment of my Drawing with Ryan series, the show where you get to see me draw an image and I talk about stuff over it. It's the second installment, and if you are watching this, I had to cross over mountains and went through many trials and tribulations to get you it. I don't know what's wrong, but my iMac is messing up real bad. But here it is, if you are listening, and it did get on YouTube. Episode 2. In this episode, I draw a cowboy. Cowboys are one of my favourite things to draw. I don't know why. I think I like the image of the cowboy and, guy out in the desert and on his own. It's kind of a relatable image sometimes. It's one that I like, and I like to draw characters smoking pipes and various things. As you can see here, what I tried to do was have it kind of like there's a swamp living inside his pipe there. As you can see, a little tentacle and eyes and a bat coming out. A little bit of a reference to Beano, the Beano comic. If you live in the UK, you might be familiar with that. But a lot of the time, they'll often show a tentacle coming out of a place and a pair of eyes in the dark. So how have you been? How have you been? Oh wait, yeah. This is not possible because it's a video. Comment down below. How have you been? You've been working on anything? You've been doing good? Seen any good movies lately? I saw It Chapter 2, and I saw that with my friend Jack, and I'd my review of that. I won't spoil it, but first half of the film was quite scary and was like an actual film, and then the second half it's as if they got different people to just said to them, okay, come up with a gruesome, grotesque scene, and none of these have to relate to each other, but we'll just smash all these grotesque scenes together, and it's pretty hilarious, I think. And a lot of the people in the cinema were actually laughing as I was sat there, which isn't necessarily what you'd want for your horror film, is it? So yeah, that's my film review. Tonight I'm planning on watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I've not seen that film, but I think I've always meant to, and tonight, maybe, if things go to plan, is the night where I watch it, and maybe it'll be my new favourite film. Or maybe I'll not like it. I'll report back next episode, so stay tuned for Roger Rabbit review. Yeah, so that's that. I'm giving this cowboy orange skin, bright orange skin. I don't like to base my things in reality. It doesn't have to have human skin, it can be green or whatever you want. But orange just spoke to me at the time. I kind of try to draw without thinking, which is an interesting artistic method, and if you try to draw without thinking, maybe listen to a piece of music while you're doing it, your mind goes to some funny places. Often, other than trying to decide a decision, I'll often kind of ask my mind, what should it be and what feels right to it, you know. So it's kind of an intuitive thing, and in this case, the cowboy was going to have orange skin, and there was going to be a swamp inside his pipe. He is a very concerned looking, almost like a robot looking guy, isn't he? I've been trying to push myself as an artist more and more. I kind of fell back a bit on that front, you know, and also on YouTube I kind of abandoned that project. But now I'm trying new things, and it's definitely helped. I mentioned last episode I'd been very depressed, and it certainly helped my mood to try new things. Because when you're resisting life, and when you're wishing things could be a way that they're not, and you start to feel that everything's futile and your attempts are futile, it often helps to just attempt a new way. And it worked for me. Slowly, very slowly but surely, it's began to work, and colour has come back into my world, you know. When I was so depressed, it seemed as if colour had faded. But now I go outside and I'm inspired again, you know. I can see colour again. So that's kind of a wonderful thing. There's rain. I don't know if you can hear this, but there's rain drizzling on the conservatory roof. Kind of perhaps relaxing. I wanted these type of videos to be kind of relaxing, you know. Like, you just watch this and maybe you kind of zone in and out. Maybe you're drawing along with me and, you know, inspiring you. Here in the shot, you can see I have a cup of coffee. I tend to drink tea, but recently I've been drinking coffee. And I just decided, let's give him some flowers on his head. I like to draw flowers. I think if you've ever read the Mr. Men children's books, I think that's where I got my love for flowers from. There was often a little flower and a little worm coming out of a hole with a little face. I don't know if he ever had a name, or if any of the characters ever interacted with him, but I always remember, I like this little worm, giant worm coming out of a hole. If you don't know what Mr. Men is, you're probably thinking, what the hell's Ryan going on about? Look it up, okay? Mr. Man, hole worm, or something, wormhole. Here's some colouring. I like the colours on this. And if you saw, it's out of shot right now, but I gave him an egg on top of his head with a monstrous hand coming out of it. Who knows what the story is behind this guy? And I also love, what are these called? Little neckerchiefs. Whatever. You see what it is, look. Whatever this is, I like these. I decided to give it polka dots, and I think that was a really nice image. For some reason, after I'd drawn those polka dots, I was like, That's good looking. Something about it. I painted it red. The music you're listening to is my music, my guitar music. Check it out. The Sound of the Guitar album is now on Spotify. If you search Ryan Deacon. If you're into that type of thing. I had a peaceful experience the other day. I was in Manchester and I was eating a pork pie, and it was great. It was one of the nicest things I had eaten in a long time. It was a pork pie with a Caribbean jerk, which is, I don't know what exactly that is, but Caribbean jerk. It made it spicy, and I just I stood on the street. And it was a sunny day, and I ate that, and it kind of brought me back to simplicity. You know, which I'd kind of forgotten about. I was striving for such big things, and it was causing a lot of stress. And as I just ate that pork pie, it was a good experience. Kind of eye-opening. You know, it's good when you have moments like that. If you've seen the last Drawing with Ryan, episode 1, if you've seen that episode, you can see that. Sorry, I've completely lost track of my thoughts for some reason. What was I talking about? Oh. What the hell? Anyway, mouse in his pocket. I've been having moments where my mind is completely blank. So well. And also, this little pattern that I decided to draw behind him is actually a pattern taken off these crazy hippie pants that I have. So a little bit of info for you there. I put out a comedy skit earlier this week. If you haven't seen that, check out Balsa Wood and Terrence. It's starring me and also me using the power of technology. This is kind of like the Ryan podcast, you know. I think maybe I'll even, who knows how expansive this can get. Maybe I'll have guests and they can share their experiences and all kinds of things. I don't know what's happening with the camera here. Yeah, my iMac's freaking out for some reason. Anyway. Crazy Cowboy, Swamp. This episode is called Crazy Cowboy plus Swamp Pipe. This is how I like to draw smoke, you know, like little dots. And there you have it, folks. There you have it. Don't forget to subscribe to Glitch Time Fail. Hope you liked this episode. Don't forget to like it, comment, and I will try to respond if it's the type of thing I can respond to, and check out my other videos and check out me on Instagram, Ryan_Deacon. I post some colourful content on there, and just chill out, you know, just take it easy, just calm down, alright? Jesus, wait, just calm down, just chill out.